I've been attempting to go live. Hopefully I'm live. Am I live? I think I'm live. I think I'm live. I'm live. All right, everybody. Let's go. Oh, need to turn that down right now. Mute that site. Okay, mute that. All right. How are we doing, everybody? Welcome to another Nash at Night. This is, I believe, our 13th Nash at Night. The link to call in is down below. I'm going to be starting out with a... I know I said earlier, if you watch my video, I don't know. What did I just do? I know I just said earlier that if you watch my video that, like, hey, the advanced stats, the stats, they're not out of use right now, but you know what they are of use for? They're of use for filling time. So, we're going to go to team rankings, and we're going to look at the stats and see what's the dealio here for Texas. And actually, let me actually go look at this real quick because I did not see our time of possession. Hey, Abel, what's up, LV? That is LV, our residential Las Vegas Longhorn in the chat. Hey, Abel, y'all are getting all the professional teams now. Like, y'all are just robbing them from San Francisco. Just got them at gunpoint. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Because we got the hook 'em from LV, gonna do this, and because we got the soundboard, little Texas fight, baby. Let's go. Okay, we are going to Texas fight our way into a dub. That's what's gonna happen. And literally everything. And if here's the deal. The Knights too. Tell me the Las Vegas Knights are from. Come on. I know this is a Texas Longhorn stream and we're sitting here talking about Las Vegas teams, but okay, founded in 2017. Maybe you can answer this before me. I feel like there was a California Knights. Los Angeles Knights. Yeah, the Knights. No, okay. No, that's... I don't know. Hey. This is one of my favorites. The Texas... The script jersey. Yeah. By the way, Jonathan Brooks is sitting right on top of the script jersey, and he might be going off and having himself a nice little day. Okay. Expansion. Who am I thinking of? Who did Wayne Gretzky play for? What's that? See, I'm telling you, I'm not a lot. The Kings. Thank you. That's where I was tripped up. Okay. We're done here. We're done. You're done. We are headed over to the stats now. But yeah. I'll say the extent of my NBA or NHL knowledge. I used to play PlayStation 1 NHL, and that was. I'm gonna be honest. I was a Red Wings guy. Sue me. Don't sue me. All right. I'm gonna pull up Texas, and then what's interesting is they have Alabama, they still have Alabama like this, and this is like an advanced analytics. Let me, you know what, I'll go ahead and add this in. Go studio mode. Add the window capture. Look at this. Nash is getting a little bit more professional. Y'all should be so proud. Y'all should be so proud. A little bit. We're not all the way there yet. All right. Transition. Boom. There we go. Okay, so they still have now they're saying that Alabama's luck is not a lot. That wasn't luck. That was just called getting your you know what whooped. Open up a can of whoop ass. Technically, we do have the strongest schedule. Flex on us. They are projected to get to almost 3 losses, which is kind of bad, but I'm not going to be able to explain why they're ranked number 3rd, but it is what it is. They have Texas number 4. Where do they got Wyoming? Where are you, sad little devils? Where are you? Oh, no. There we go. Hey. And actually, you know what, real quick. Where's Rice? Rice should be high after that last one. Or fairly high. 90. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Transition back. Nope, wait. Review. And then we're back. Yeah, no, I agree. That was a mistake benching Milroe. I wish they benched Milroe during the game for because we would have had 10 sacks on that dude. If for those that remember, there was literally the FBI. I don't want to say that the FBI has a recruiting element. There's some weird stuff. There's some funky stuff going on, but it's mainly the fact that Texas is ranked really high, and it's just it'll start to. That's honestly kind of why I was saying earlier that these advanced stats are kind of wonky early on, but yeah, it's man. So let's just go right on into this stuff. But yeah, we'd had 10 sacks against. If they trotted Buckner out there against us, oh my goodness! Like, do you think what's his name? Byron Murphy? You think Byron Murphy's letting Buckner out of his grasp? No. Milroe is a different beast, and yeah, they done messed up. No, it's just it's. And I do think they knew that, but it's, man, he better have some good command of that offense because there's ways that Milroe helps that offense more than Buckner can. Because here's the deal, if Alabama, if everybody that's freaking out right now about Alabama, if they're right, you kind of want Milroe back there. You want the most athletic quarterback back there. It's as much as I said this, that I think Shane Buechele is a better quarterback than Sam Ehlinger. That's why you want the more athletic guy. Because Shane Buechele was not going to be escaping defenders like Sam Ehlinger could. Let's get you. Turn it off. There we go. Yeah, I mean, like, he was outrunning our linebackers. he was. People that doubt how much impact he had, it's kind of stupid, to be honest. And you know what? I gotta have just one. Just give me 1 second here. Stem. Oh, no. Like I said, professional right here. Okay. No. I need it up a little more. Because this screen is just, it's too bright. It's too bright. Okay, you know what? We're going to have to turn that on. Oh, well. I tried to go Nash. Full Nash at night. Yeah, Sam was trucking, folks. I mean, like, Shane Buechele literally had dudes running free at him. Like, completely free. If you actually remember, there was, oh my goodness, people are actually enjoying that content of me going and turn on the lights and all that stuff. But if you go and you look at the Maryland game, and this has got a weird ass shadow now. Yep. See, content. But that Maryland game, oh my goodness. It was like, get McMillan off the field, please. Goodness. You had dudes that, you want to talk about, not like, people were mad at Rice for not being able to pick up a stunt. It was just a simple delay blitz right up the middle. McMillan literally looking right at the guy, runs right past him, maybe hits a shoulder pad, and just absolutely spears into Shane Buechele. Like, it just, yeah. So Sam Ehlinger was needed, but a little bit overhyped. A little bit overhyped, in my opinion. I do know I'm not alone in that thought. So, finally, on to the stats. And feel free to call in and hit the link in the link is pinned in the chat. It is also in the description. Hit the link, call in, and let's talk some Texas Longhorn football. But Texas Longhorns overall points per game ranked 30th at 35.5. That's kind of gone down. This is and it's more running out the clock, in my opinion. You have like the 9-minute drive from Rice, and then this is what I actually did want to check out earlier. I want to check out the time of possession because I never saw this for the Alabama game. It wasn't as large of a gap as I thought it was. It was 32 to 27 basically. So my entire point with looking at that was the Rice game. They had 9 minutes in the fourth quarter, and it just really, like, we had a huge time of possession advantage. But so far right now, we got 53% time possession. That's really right on what it was for Alabama. Third down conversions, that has to get better. 39.39. That's like 70th in the nation. 68th really, but 70th in the nation really. 50% on fourth down, not really worried about that. Red zone scoring is... See, this is the problem with these stats. You go and look at red zone scoring, and it's not going to tell you the full thing. So then you got to go to cfbstats.com. This is basically, I'm almost 100% sure that this is where all the official statistics that get put on the Texas Longhorn website come from. And if you go and look at that, red zone conversions, we're getting 88.9%. Okay? That's not lying. That's good for 54th in the nation. But the touchdown percent, 44% touchdown. I mean, last year was 62%. That it's just, in 2021 was 74%. It's a down, like, we have to get efficient in the red zone. You can't have these drop passes from Xavier Worthy. You can't have these drop passes. I'm going to consider a drop because of his hands from Jordan Whittington. It was really a pass deflection from Malachi Moore, but or PBU. It wasn't a deflection, but you get the point. Defended pass. And then the two touchdowns that Jonathan Brooks has dropped. Jonathan Brooks has hands. Come on, okay. Go. Okay. But so this efficiency in the red zone, that has to get up, 100%. There's just no denying that. And if you look at where the nation is, where we sit among everybody else, it's pretty low. We're 112th in the nation when you're talking about red zone efficiency as far as converting for touchdowns. I mean, look, I love the fact that we're at least getting, points on the board with field goals. And we're 12th in the nation as far as getting field goals out. But eventually, one of these games, whether it's one time that you lose 4 points, whether it's 2 times that you lose 4 points, those 4 points are going to start to add up. And 4 points might be the difference in a win or loss in one of these things. Cake Shaba, are you talking about like the like in every play for just the defense and offense? What I'm doing, and I've been lacking on it, and I need to tomorrow before the Wyoming game, while I'm watching football, I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting up from the Alabama and Rice game, doing some every snap videos and putting those on my Patreon. But I think what I'm going to be doing is doing the putting those on my Patreon channel. I'm always going to have those every play videos that are like the full condensed game. That's always going to be free, but that's on my Texas Clips channel. This channel, YouTube had an issue where they didn't want those reused content videos on this channel. So I had to switch. I had to basically make a brand new channel for that. Yeah. So red zone efficiency, got to get that up. It's one of the things that's going to bite you in the ass if you don't fix it. Not saying that Wyoming is going to be a team that's going to happen against, but I mean, not God forbid in Oklahoma. But I mean, there's a tough stretch of games coming up later in the season. You got Kansas State. You got TCU. I mean, there's a lot. And then because I'm sure right now that this PC is making. Let me know if in the chat, is the PC making a lot of noise? Like, can y'all hear the fans? Because if y'all can hear the fans, then I'm going to cut off. Well, I'm already actually going to do this. Cutting off a good amount of these tabs to only the ones that I need. And we're going to... hello. Hold on. Yes. Alrighty. Okay, yeah. No, hold on. Permissions, everyone. Speak, save changes. Hello, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me, man? Let me see. I'm trying to... Here, disconnect and then reconnect. It won't let me... unmute you. Unless you have yourself on mute. Here, hold on. Try. Hey, man, try reconnecting. I'm gonna disconnect you, but feel free to reconnect. Okay. Good, Abel. I mean, because the fans are whining. I'm not gonna lie. They're going. Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing? You look like you're off mute now.
Good.
All right. Yeah, we can hear you. All right. What do you want to talk about, man? Got Wyoming tomorrow.
I'll be there.
I will too. It's and speaking of being there, we got a sold out game, everybody. Sold out game, folks. Now, I mean, the tickets there are going to be affordable tickets, so if you want to, feel free to go on and get yourself a ticket. There are some like upper level seats that are going for like $30-$40 a pop. So what are you wanting to call about, man? Hello?
Oh, I'm here. Just thinking.
Oh, you're good, man. Weather tomorrow. Let me see.
I wonder why Solomon didn't make it in.
You said what?
I wonder why the defensive end Florida didn't make it
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
in. Defensive end Florida was supposed to do an official visit.
Oh, okay. You're saying a recruit. Yeah, I'm not much of a recruiting guy. What's up, Richard? How you doing, man? I really don't follow recruiting that much, especially now with how flippant it can be.
Well, what's the first song they're going to play with the new LEDs?
Well, I mean, the first song's gonna be it depends on what you consider a song because they're gonna have obviously the band playing, so those are considered songs. But they're definitely deep in the heart of Texas is gonna happen when they're doing the Texas flag, and they are going to have from what it looked like during the daytime even they were still running the lights like as if it were night, and I noticed not only orange lights, but they had some red, white, and blue flashing going on. They had that not only for the national anthem, but for deep in the heart of Texas. So, I mean, this should look really cool. I'm really excited to see what it looks like, and then especially me as I don't know if y'all saw me on Twitter, massive AC/DC fan. I mean, like I grew up on AC/DC, so Thunderstruck. I get a lot of people they may want a different song or something. They may think that's lame. I don't care. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite songs. And no crap. No, hold on. I gotta put this on the stream. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. They're listening. I was looking at the weather. You seeing this, man? They got AC/DC on there for me. Let's go. Love that. All right, so you want to talk about the Wyoming game or anything else? All right. Here, hold on, let me do this. Yeah. Appreciate you for calling in, man. Thank you for calling in. Really do. I'm just not much of a recruiting guy. I know Nino is 100% a recruiting dude, and he would probably have, the second you've name dropped any of the recruits, he'd have been able to tell. So going into tomorrow. Oof. Okay. This is not what you want to see for an early game. Are you talking about the what games am I having doubts about? I'll get to that in just a second. Here, hold on. I'm just wanting to look at this weather. Got thunderstorms all throughout the day. Oof. Ooh, that's risky business, people. That's risky business. There's going to be some rainy. Put on your mud boots. Do not wear your good shoes tomorrow if you're tailgating. Do not wear your good shoes, people. That is a warning. I mean, we're talking thunderstorms, 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 thunderstorms. Goodness. Marginal risk of severe weather tonight. Well, I guess it is kind of a good thing that we have turf. But okay, so on to what games am I having doubts about and why? I'm scared for the Oklahoma dude or just the rivalry. I'm not scared. I'm not having any doubts about any games. I don't want to sound like that cocky Texas fan, but I kind of am. I'll have to see after this Wyoming game. Maybe if we continue to have rush issues, then I think that then I might draw some doubts. But like I was saying, I mean earlier, it's just for me right now. If I'm looking at advanced stats if I'm looking at the statistics of like yards per rush and all that stuff, and who's a good run defense in the league and whatnot, it's just there's not enough sample size to go off of yet. So I'm not able to really know what I should feel concerned about and why I should feel concerned about it. Yeah, I don't. Right now, I have not seen anything that because of Texas. At the very least, Texas defense should be able to win games, every game, the rest of the way through. If our defense, unless I see our defense play below what they are capable of doing, it's not going to happen. They should be able to the offense won't need to score 30 points a game. I think like I was saying with Abel earlier, like Milroe's really good, and he was locking onto the first read. That is true, but there were a lot of plays that he made that there are not a lot of quarterbacks, and I'll say this, not a lot. There are very few quarterbacks that can actually are capable of making those plays with that pure athleticism, and then also the ability to think on the fly, too. But really, ultimately, there were also multiple plays that they should have never scored against us. So, no, I'm not worried. And then also, like I've said before, I'll go ahead and throw this on the screen. There's a tough stretch. There's really like a cannibalizing stretch, and this is a stretch to watch if you're really worried. But here's the deal: it's Kansas State. Kansas State before they play Texas, they have to play Texas Tech and TCU. They get a home game at Houston, and TCU is a home game, but still those are two really tough back-to-back games that are really going to drain their team. And then they got Texas after that. TCU. They have Kansas State, a bye week, then Texas Tech, But in their favor, they do have a really long week heading into the Texas game. That's a home game for them, though. But Kansas State and Texas Tech, those are both on the road. Texas Tech, before they play Texas, they have to play Kansas State, BYU, TCU, and that's the other thing is TCU, they got to play BYU before playing BYU, Kansas State, Texas Tech. That's BYU's another physical team. Kansas State doesn't have to play BYU, but Texas, what's not being shown here, but you can kind of piece it together if you're looking at all three of these schedules. BYU plays TCU and Texas Tech on the road before coming to hold on. They play TCU on the road. They get Texas Tech at home, and then they play at Texas on the road. So there's some tough games being played. And Texas really benefits from being the team that doesn't have to play these teams before they play the others. How you doing, Cowboy? I'm a big fan of Derek Williams. He's actually one of the guys that he was one of the first players that I put on my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Nash-Texas. Like I said, I'm going to be adding more tomorrow. Really, it was just, I'm not going to lie, I've been sleeping a lot this week. During the daytime after that morning show. I've just been completely drained. Hold on, Michael Taft. Hold on. We gotta do this. Do this every single time.
It's Michael Taft. Played a lot of minutes. Bless his heart.
I will never see Michael Taft's name and not do that. If I have the ability to, you bet your bottom dollar I will do it. Score predictions. Chris, I put it out earlier, but I'm rocking Texas 52-6. 52-6. I'm banking on that offensive efficiency being there. I'm banking on our running backs, the running game being there. Limited turnovers, defense taking this. Just taking it seriously. This is by no means just an easy cakewalk of a game. As far as it's Wyoming, they're going to be easy. Just like I said for Rice, by Wyoming standards, this is a good Wyoming team. By Rice's standards, that was a good Rice team. And I think you saw that when Rice just went in and beat Houston. Which, by the way, all those people that, this Houston game is going to Texas, you should be worried about that. No. No, not a chance. No shot. I don't care what pissed off rivalry about who knows how long, what grandpa did what to what other grandpa. I don't care. Do not care. What's going to happen is Texas is going to be 6-0 going into that week, out of a bye week. We're already ranked number 4, so if we keep winning, we're still going to be ranked a top 4 team. That's a home game. That will be when you go to YouTube and you see the RS highlights or Harris highlights or whatever these college highlights channels are. And they do the stadium takeovers where an away team took over a stadium. Yeah, you're going to see that there's going to be videos of burnt orange filling that Houston stadium, and you're going to see specks of red. That's what's going to happen if we go 6-0. So, Houston's cheering for OU a lot this year. A lot. 52-10 is not a bad prediction, but I'm telling you, I'm banking on this defense. I think the starting defense is going to allow less than 200 yards of total offense. Uh, our, I mean, we do have some. Hey, Cheeky. Hey, how are you doing, man? Glad to see you. Glad to see you, man. Okay, hold up. Yeah, homegrown cowboy. Feel free to drop in the call show, the call-in show channel, if you want to talk real quick. uh, but yeah, I think that the depth that we have, it's not going to happen. Because if you look at what happened with Rice, and I think ultimately Rice is a little bit better of a team than Wyoming. And I think it's because Wyoming, they're more of a defensive team, but Rice should have been a shutout. Easily should have been a shutout. I mean, if we don't give them the ball in our territory at the first drive of the game, where we shut them out 4-and-out, and then they just get a field goal already in territory. That's literally giving them 3 points. And then at the end of the game, just is what it is. McCaffrey, how he held on to that touchdown pass, I don't know. No clue. Yeah, Cowboy, I see you joined the server. Feel free to go to the voice channels and then go down to the call-in show. And feel free to hop in here and talk some Texas football. Yeah, look, Richard, I could easily see that. But at the same time, it would give me more confidence if if we didn't do that. I would feel more confident in our depth pieces should they need to play. All right, we got Cowboy in here. How you doing, man? What do you want to talk about tonight? Hello? Put that on mute for a second. Whenever you figure it out, just start talking whenever you get it out. But let us see. Yeah, rushing statistics are horrible right now. Opponent yards per defensive rush statistics are nice. Yeah. Hey, homegrown. You're off mute right now. You're not talk. Your thing doesn't show you're on mute, and I don't have a server mute on you. Yeah, you should be able to speak, but try seeing if somehow you might have push to talk on. You might have to go into the settings and look at that. But yeah, you're not muted on the, because it would show the little mic thing is muted. Hey, yeah, what Cheeky said, like the video, and you know what, Cheeky, I'm a culprit too. I am a culprit too. Let me go on to my own video and drop ourselves. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I like the video already. I already did that. Let me see. So, homegrown. If you're in the settings looking for push to talk, go to voice and video, and do input mode to voice activity. I can see you're on mobile. Yeah, okay. Here, hold on.
Can you hear me? I'm new to this, so you're going to have to bear with me, okay?
Hey, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Okay, you know what? I'll say this. Go ahead and ask it. Go ahead and just do what you're doing right there because you're cooking. You're cooking with peanut oil right now, and that uh, so let's do that. If that's working, that'll be just fine. It just won't be like there'll be a little bit of a delay in us speaking, but the communication will be had either way. So just go ahead and do it like that. So while he's getting a message going on, yeah, late TD while starters are chilling watching the game. Absolutely, good to see that. The pass defense, it's looking like it's getting better. I mean, INTs are up. Pass yards are down. It's and completion percentage. That's another one, major one. That's down 52%. The pass defense is doing their thing. You know, we're doing a nice job so far on not throwing an interception. That's something you like to see. Sack percentage, you like to see us. We're keeping our quarterback off the ground and we're getting their quarterback down on the ground. That was a big question mark for the Texas Longhorns, and a massive piece as to the confidence that we have. And yeah, homegrown. Feel free to just, however you did those messages, man, that'll work doing it just like that. If you can do that again. But let's see. Turnover margin. Texas is doing well in the turnover margin. That's massive. Penalties. It's nothing to write home about, but we're not doing terrible. Our opponents are committing more penalties. Yeah, I think he still gets to start. I think he's still going to start. I mean, honestly, it's just we're so loaded at defensive back. Saying the other guy's not starting is not at all. Usually it should be taken like it can and probably should be taken as a little bit of a slight, but man, this year it's not. Like they're all just so good. And that's another thing that I want to be adding into my little library on my Patreon is the cornerback duos. So, every time that Terrence Brooks and Ryan Watts are out there together, every single snap that's out there, so that you can see which cornerback duos are the best duos out there. But yeah, I've been really slacking on that stuff. But that's something that I want to be adding in. As well as I'm planning on also doing some offensive line stuff. I'm working on that to try and, but that does take a little bit more editing to do. Let me see. Defense. Okay. So far, the snaps are Ryan Watts. I mean, should obviously be. I mean, that's no secret that he's our number one in snap counts. Okay, homegrown has a message in. Hold on, we're gonna put a pause on that, and we're gonna go right into this. Uh, homegrown. I'm gonna test the message first, though. First, I'm sorry. I've had some wild stuff happen in this Discord recently. All right, the message has been tested. It is a wholesome message. It's a good one. So here we go, folks.
Yeah. How you doing, Nash? Looking at the schedule and everything, I mean, we've got 2 games coming up next before the OU game, and it's quite evident that we're a more talented team than the next 2 games with Baylor and Wyoming. But how do you feel coming into the Oklahoma game? I feel like we can uh, get our second win in a row.
All right, yeah. Hey, appreciate you for the call in, and yeah, man. I'm look. I've been very adamant on this. You can see right here. Again, I talked about how I was improving on the streaming. Not right now. we're going in reverse right now with the look at this. Look at this amazing editing skills. I promise we'll be right there. We'll be right there. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, that's much more bearable. So, and I'm gonna get right back to that cake, but I'm just want to get to the call in first. But so here's the deal: I think right here, yes, we get our next road win. We absolutely do. Baylor, I'm not. They're. If I'm being honest, they're food. They're food to me this year. I'm not impressed with what I've seen. And ultimately, at this point, I've seen more from Texas than I've seen from Baylor. I don't. If anybody has confidence in Baylor, I would love to hear the reason why they would have confidence in Baylor over Texas. But I mean, especially if we have the game that I think we're gonna have. I mean, you have Quinn Ewers. He had he called in the team meeting, the players only meeting. Like let's get focused. Let's tighten it up, and let's treat this week just like we did last week. I mean, we're gonna have a good game, I think, offensively and defensively, and then Baylor. It's just that's gonna be that trip's not far for a lot of Longhorn fans. And hey, thank you. Hey, homegrown is right. Hit the like button. Appreciate that, homegrown. But yeah, so I think that, and then also getting Kansas at home, that's big. And then I'll say this time and time again. Once the players, for a freshman guy like Manny Muhammad, like Cake was asking about, yeah, that game is it's honestly like a road game because they've never experienced it. But once they've experienced it, at the end of the day, all it is changing your jersey. You don't change. You're on the same sideline every year. You're in the same locker room every year. You run out of the same tunnel every year. You make the same trip every year. It's the same every year after you've experienced it one time. So unless it's your first time, Oklahoma, Dallas, I'm not really, and it goes for both teams. I can't even really consider it a neutral site game, in my opinion. Once the player's been there, and honestly, I'm for sure saying at least 2 years. You could make an argument, and I'm not gonna lie. Just literally just talking about the game right now, I'm for some reason I'm getting hit with that fried that fried smell. And it can get overpowering at times. You're like, goodness, I've never smelled this much fried food in one spot ever again. Or not ever again, but ever in my life. Yeah, homegrown. Hey, thank you for the call in, man. And if you have anything else that you want to talk about, just go ahead and put it down there, the same way. And 40 acres, landlord. My guy. Okay, hold on. You know what? We're not gonna. We'll be throwing it on in spirit. Here, hold on. You know it's coming. You know it's coming, bro. It's on in spirit. It's on in spirit. There we go. There we go, man. Hey, Jonathan Brooks, baby, Jonathan Brooks, because it feels like Cedric Baxter. I mean, Cedric Baxter hasn't practiced all week. He's day to day. I don't think he's gonna play. I think Jonathan Brooks gets the bulk of the carries. I do think Jaden Blue is gonna get some run. I think Jaden Blue has a nice day. I was saying this on the my morning show that I do with Travis and Aaron for OB Live. I think Jonathan Brooks. I think he sits around the 120 yard mark, and then Jaden Blue gets around the 80 yard mark, and then I don't think Baxter's gonna be playing homegrown. It doesn't sound like Baxter's gonna be playing, man. But and I do think Savion Red's gonna get some run. Because, he put in the work on the scout team, helped out with playing the Jalen Milroe role. So I think that this may be a situation where he kind of gets himself out of the doghouse and he gets to run a little bit. Hey, but 40, hit the link and call in, man. Hit the link. You've been saying you want to call in. Get my man 40 in here. And for those that don't know, 40 Acres Landlord is a young Doc in the Twitter streets. And for those, if you don't know Doc Texas, are you even on Twitter? Do you even Texas Longhorn Twitter? But so back to what we were doing earlier. Oh my goodness. Wait, we got somebody. No. Was that you, 40? Oh, no. Okay, all right. So, somebody joined. Hey, feel free to join back up if you, whoever that was that just joined. Yeah, no, hey, Doc is the GOAT. He is the absolute GOAT, man. Like, it's like they say in the group chat, his ability to just I need to do this. I need to just start watching movies and just start thinking of potential. Oh my God, this looks good. I need to clip this. I need to get this little cut. His ability to just whatever movie, and it's like 99% relevant. It feels like. Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard that stuff, but Blue is just that, and that's where I think that the 80 yards comes from. I think a lot of it comes from one run. He is a very fast and explosive dude, and I just don't think that they have the athletes that can hang with him. How many sacks for this defense tomorrow? See, here's the deal. Blackwell, I think, is questionable, but. Like I said in the ticker, hopefully we have him tomorrow, because I think he takes the defense to another level that I don't know if anybody knows yet, unless you're able to be at practice. What level that is, he takes us to. How many sacks for the defense tomorrow, man? I don't know, because it depends on how much they play Peasley. We did the thing with the OB Live. We did a Wyoming reporter and he kind of mentioned that there's a chance that they maybe pull out Peasley and really try to save him because he took a beating versus Texas Tech, and there's a chance that they try and save him and not risk any injury because he's going to be massive for them trying to win their conference this year. If Hill gets 2 sacks, man, if Hill's sitting at 4 sacks, woo-wee. Hey, price went up. That little Fat Joe clip. That'll be happening. So, to the defensive backs. Sorry, Cake. Finally getting back there. Common theme. Sorry about that. And you know what? Let me see. Because if I do the other one, I'll be able to say who started. But as of right now, I mean, this is mainly what I like to do for snap counts is I like starters. It doesn't really matter who's out there at first for me. But Gavin Holmes, 57 total snaps. Ryan Watts, 74. Like I said, that should be expected. Terrence Brooks, 58. Malik Muhammad, 47. Yeah. And then where's... Yeah, it's pretty even. it's pretty dang even across the board. Although that was kind of... Malik Muhammad did get more run in the Rice game than he did versus Alabama. But let me do game reports for that. Okay, so the starters, Ryan Watts and Terrence Brooks versus Alabama. Your starters, Ryan Watts and Terrence Brooks versus Rice. So I would go ahead and say it is probably a very safe bet that the first cornerbacks that you're going to see out there, his names are going to be Ryan Watts and Terrence Brooks. And I'll say a big reason why is because I don't think we've seen anything from Terrence Brooks that should suggest otherwise. Like it's like this is where I'm saying it's not a slight to Malik Muhammad that he's not playing early enough because I mean he probably would, and like I think back to all the years that we could have had of Malik Muhammad and just instantly been like, thank you for like taking us to another level. Yeah, this dude, he's starting off. First off, I mean, like, he's doing pretty good. He's had 4 targets, 2 in each game, and that's there's an interesting point in that of itself, but he's allowed 0 receptions for 0 yards, 1 pass break, 1 PBU. Yeah. He's, doing all right. Doing pretty well. And so here's where I say that's impressive in itself. If the quarterback isn't throwing the ball to your wide receiver, that's pretty good. That's just generally, that's something that I'll take it, I'd prefer that. So Gavin Holmes, Malik Muhammad. Right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at all their. This is happy fun time right now. Happy fun time. Top recruits at the game. Look, like I was showing over here. Sold out, baby. Sold out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make it a great environment. If you're at the game, be loud and proud. Standing up, cheering. I don't care that's Wyoming. Jesus. Let's be proud about our Longhorns. I mean, you know what? This is literally, we're going to be after tomorrow. 24 hours from now. We'll be 25% of the way through the regular season. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Oh, Cake, look, I want to get this clear. I've been a defender of Jameson. You can go back, and you know what? I'm actually going to show this before I say this. Because I have been a defender of Jameson. I've been one of the few people that said, yeah, Jameson is a lot better than you think he is. He's been playing better than you think. Where are we at? I had a long video on him, but I'm just going to have to settle for the short video. Okay. Like I said, professional YouTuber here. Pew. Yeah, this video right here, okay? I've been one of the people that has been pro Deshaun Jameson. That being said, yes, yeah, yes, man, he's gonna be better than already is. Sorry, I said that. Sorry, I said that if that offends any Jameson family members, if that offends Deshaun Jameson, he is NFL like practice squad player right now. Like there's and when I say NFL practice, I'm not at all meaning that in the negative way. That's far more than I will ever accomplish in athletics. I mean, that's far more than a lot of people ever accomplish. He probably, like, it was a head scratcher that he didn't make the 53 man, from the reports. So you're not. I mean, I'm a big Deshaun Jameson fan, but yeah, Manny Muhammad, yes, that dude is like that, and he is good. He is good. And speaking of Malik Muhammad, let's go ahead and look at his stats right now. He had 3 targets versus Rice, 2 receptions. I will be honest. Those I'm not really that worried about that. If that's how you're gonna get your receptions on Malik Muhammad, fine, whatever, I'll take it. That dude, he was more often than not attack. I mean, actually, I think for just about every snap outside of one. Like one of the see this is what there's work. The targets they get kind of funny for PFF. Like there's times where you think, was he really was that guy responsible for him, or was he just the guy that was closest to the guy? It's hard to explain without having a pure example in front of you. But yeah, Manny Muhammad, I'm not worried about him at all, and his tackling. He hasn't missed a single tackle all year so far. And I know there's not a lot of attempts out there on him from him, but I mean he's a legit player, and he's a great example of why people were so. Yeah. I mean Aaron. He's the only person that I've ever seen able to cover Xavier Worthy. Like stay attached to Xavier Worthy, time and time again. Go and watch the spring game, and watch number 5 cover number 1. It's Xavier Worthy has a very special ability. For Muhammad to be able to match that ability in coverage, I mean, it should just be happy it's here. Is really at the end of the day when it comes down to. All right, so we're going to be doing some last calls. Texas Longhorns tomorrow. It's going to be wet. Feel free to hit the link it's pinned up in the top in the description. Go ahead and hit that link if you want to call in. Voice your thoughts on the game. Call in about whatever. Texas Longhorn football related. Could actually, you know what? Could be anything. Basketball, volleyball, whatever you want. But we're throwing out a last call here. Last call. Yeah, so hopefully the rain is done, like when it says it's done, and 1 p.m. But I have a sneaking suspicion that this will be one of those days where they're completely wrong about the rain, and it's just going to go on longer than they say it's going to. Whereas opposed to normally you're like, oh, wow, we're finally going to get some rain. And by the way, we did get some rain. I'm going to... we didn't just get some rain. We got to get them out. And for those that may not know, us Texans specifically in the Central Texas region, we've been struggling out here in these no rain streets. Benda's going to get the start. Benda's 100% going to get absolutely. That's happening. Yeah, Benda. But just Blackwell, and also because he's come back from injury, but Blackwell could bring something very special to this Texas Longhorns offense. Transition. Yeah, baby, yeah. Yeah, we got some rain. Oh, how you like that? My grass can be green without me shelling out money. You know what? Homegrown. I'm happy. I am happy for you, but at the same time, I'm jealous, and for that, disconnect from the server. Mainly because I'm disconnecting from the server too. Sorry, I'm not mad at you at all. Okay, I want to make that very clear. But Beast Texas out here. Woo, Tyler, Beast Texas. Some more Beast Texas. Yeah, well, you know what? The Austin, Texas, we're getting the rain. Yeah, that's right. We're getting all that rain. So, but hopefully it slows down tomorrow. Hey, thank you, Hookem. Thank you. I think I already do, but if I don't, I will have it up soon. Quinn Ewers every pass from the Wyoming, or not from Wyoming, from really all of his games. Gonna have all the, and actually just to kind of, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and show off what I already have, and also kind of look and get mad at myself for not doing enough of it. I got a lot of work to be doing tomorrow. All right. So we're going to add a window capture right there. And I want to thank every single one of you that's already a patron. I appreciate you. This is like, I mean, like, I don't, so y'all may or may not know I don't make money doing those cut up videos. So this is a way to support me. But this is every Anthony Hill snap versus Alabama. I don't want to play it because I don't want to get in trouble. Xavier Worthy every target versus Bama. Quinn Ewers, I have the every pass. Every pass versus Alabama is already up there. The whole Texas versus Rice, I need to put the Texas versus Alabama up there. Devondre Sweat, Quinn Ewers. So basically, there's like I got these little collections, you know. Woo! So I will be updating these. So tomorrow you should see a lot more added into these collections. And that's a good way to support me on my Patreon, and hopefully I will be able to add that feature to my Twitter page here soon. But I appreciate you all for tuning in. This has been Nash at Night number 13. Really happy to have done this. I'm going to be keep on doing this as that ticker says up there. Give it a second. The link in the call-in will always be in the description, and it will be every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then possibly, I mean, there's a chance that tomorrow I'm going to be going live tomorrow night. But if I do, that will be pretty late at night. So, all right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. And as always,